for official Excel table versus normal data range secrets exposed. Number one, dynamic formula update. For example, let's count the number of transactions in our official table. I'll say equals count A. I just select values from one of the columns, close brackets, hit enter key on the keyboard. We have 5 transactions right here. Let's also count transactions for our normal data range. I'll say equals count A. Select the records, F4 key on the keyboard, clock the range, close brackets, hit enter key on the keyboard. You can see we have 5 transactions in each single table, but let's assume we get new records. Bias comes in here. You can see the formula automatically updates and it shows that we have 6 transactions now. Let's also add a new record in our normal range. You can see nothing updates in our formula right here. Secret number 2 is calculating totals. It's very easy with an official Excel table. For example, you just point anywhere in the table, come over to table design options, activate the total row, and there you go. Your total row will automatically show up right here and it is automatically bold. For your normal data range, you have to calculate this one manually. You come in here and say total and come over to this column and say Alt equals, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. Secret number 3 is highlighting rows or columns. It's quite easy with an official Excel table. For example, if I want to highlight any row of my data set right here, I'll come over to the row that I want to highlight until I see my cursor change to a black arrow, and then I click once. There you go, the entire row is highlighted. But for your normal range, you have to manually highlight, and this is tiresome, especially if you're working with a huge data set. Secret number 4 is when you're actually adding new records to your data set. For example, in my official Excel table, if I'm in this cell right here and I want to add a new record, I just hit the tab key on the keyboard and there you go. I'm right into my first column of my data set. I can now start inputting a new record. But for a normal data range, if for example, I'm in this cell right here, I have to manually move my cursor and come to the first column of my data set so that I can start adding new records. Assuming you're working with a very huge data set, this will become time consuming. If you'd like to learn more about Excel tables, watch this video that is showing on your screen right now. See you in the next video.